Welcome to Factors and Multiples. In this first video tutorial, you will learn the basics of factors and multiples. Let's start with multiples. Understanding multiples. A multiple is the result of multiplying a number by an integer, not a fraction. And, by the way, an integer is just a fancy name for a whole number. Let's look at the multiples of 2. If finding multiples is just the result of multiplying a number by an integer, we can start with 2 times 1, which equals 2. Continuing on, 2 times 2 equals 4. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times 4 equals 8. And 2 times 5 equals 10. I'm sure you can start to see the pattern here. So the multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and so on and so on. Multiples go on forever. Multiples are exactly like skip counting, except you can use multiplication to figure them out. So what are the first 5 multiples of 9? Well, 9 times 1 equals 9, 9 times 2 equals 18, 9 times 3 equals 27, 9 times 4 equals 36, 9 times 5 equals 45. If this is starting to look a little bit like a times table, that's because times tables are really just a table version of multiples. That's why they call it a multiplication table. So the first multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, and continuing on to 54, 63, and so on and so on. See, multiples really do go on forever. They are actually infinite in length. Unlike multiples, however, which are always getting larger, factors are the smaller numbers that actually make larger ones. Factors are the numbers you multiply together to get a product. And if you remember, products are the answers to multiplication questions. Aha! For example, the product 24 has several factors. 24 can equal 1 times 24. 24 can equal 2 times 12. 24 also is equal to 3 times 8. 24 equals 4 times 6. And the factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Factors can only be whole numbers, remember. No fractions or decimals allowed. Understanding your basic facts of multiplication and division will help you quickly figure out the factors of numbers. You need to ask yourself, what two numbers make blank when multiplied together? Or you can work through it systematically like in the following example. So what are the factors of 84? Start by asking yourself the following questions. Can I divide 84 by 2? Can I divide 84 by 3? Can I divide 84 by 4? And so on, and so on. Keep going until you've started to duplicate the numbers, and then you should be able to stop. Make sure to write down all of your answers so you can keep track of everything. Alright, let's figure out what are the factors of 84. Can I divide 84 by 2? If you've looked at 84, you can tell that it is an even number and all even numbers are divisible by 2. So 84 divided by 2 equals 42. Therefore 2 and 42 are factors because when you multiply them together, you get 84. Can I divide 84 by 3? Well, 84 divided by 3 does equal 28. Therefore, 3 and 28 are factors of 84. Can I divide 84 by 4? 84 divided by 4 equals 21. So, 4 and 21 are both factors of 84. Can I divide 84 by 5? Now, if you're thinking about it, you'll realize that 84 does not end in a 0 or a 5, and only numbers that end in 0 or 5 are divisible by 5. So 84 divided by 5 actually equals 16.8, and 16.8 is not a whole number, and therefore 5 is definitely not a factor of 84. When we keep going with this approach, we will end up with the following list. So 2 times 42, 3 times 28, 4 times 21, 5 doesn't work, we've already discussed that, 6 times 14, 7 times 12, 8 doesn't work, 9 doesn't work, 10 doesn't work, and 11 doesn't work. And right after 11 we've got 12, and so we don't need to go any further because 12 has already been listed as a factor when we multiplied it by 7. So we can stop there. So the factors of 84 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 12, 14, 21, 28, 42, and 84. It seems like a big list of numbers, but if you look in the orange, you've already wrote them all down on your paper. Always remember, for a list of all factors, 1 and the number need to be included. This is when you have a list of all factors. We will be talking about other factor lists in another video. There you go. You are finished part 1 of factors and multiples. Part 2 will discuss least common multiple and greatest common factor. See you then.